I can't tell you what the military is up to and why they're always so manipulative with my video feeds. Why some load in 20 minutes, some 2 hours, and some don't load at all. I can't tell you. I'm not mentally retarded. I'm not clinically insane. So I can't tell you. You know, I used to get upset and so I'll sit around and get and fight with them. Now, I know I'm kind and brave and intelligent. I know the people manipulating access to the information are not. And then so I get them out there, and it's what's important to me is that we're all living the Lord's Prayer as soon as possible, and that's it. And I have to get to that point. I was sitting here watching Entertainment Tonight and seeing all these people on red carpets and doing their things, and you know, uh, the truth is simple. And when you're living a truthful life, things are a lot less complicated. And we complicate things with our ego. And if our ego runs us, it destroys us and destroys everything we care about. And if you can control your ego, like my dad told me about my penis when I was a kid, you control it or it controls you. And which I was already working on before he even told me that, but it was nice to know that, yeah, I understand. And besides, like me, I don't know any other people that went through puberty being studied with a virtual presence in their house by the most selfish and rotten people in the history of the world that give us Entertainment Tonight, the 6 o'clock news, C-SPAN, and the NASA channel, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been saying it for a long time. I thought my life was a crazy biblical coincidence from hell till my family ended up in Cochise County in 2006. And then when I got a job at a grocery store at the end of 2008, and they all started coming in and challenging me at my job, I went, son of a bitch. Okay, Jesus told me about this when I was a kid. And I was like, here it is, and, people were a lot like, you feel like, what's the name of that dude? The drummer from Genesis, Phil Collins, right? Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. No, I wasn't. The moment I was waiting for my whole life was the moment that we all get the rest from living the Lord's Prayer, and people get to feel good because they're not in competition and made to feel bad by people that are selfish. No, going to Sierra Vista, coming back here, taking on the devil and Satan, kicking their ass on a daily basis, having my teeth rot out of my head from chemical poisoning, having intense bone and other and testicular pain and prostate pain, and having polyps on my butt, having to not panic and get water and good food and get all the poisons out of my body that I got in a meat locker that a store that supplied little girls to be raped to death in Mexico for bad science projects and stuff. So no, I wasn't waiting for that moment for all my life. I didn't really want anything to do with it. And I told Jesus, do I really have to? I really don't want to. No one else will do it or can do it, or I'll say, son of a bucket, right? And as I sit here and watch TV and watch all these stupid GMC commercials and all these stupid people doing stupid things, it's even worse than, I drive really slow and the really fast in the handicap lane while people beside, I drive really slow in the ultra fast lane while people drive me are going insane, and I park in handicap spaces while handicap people make handicap faces. Just forgive, dead, and trespass, love one another, turn full base, and stop smiling for magazines to sell products for complete assholes, because you're one too. Right? That's all I got to say about that. Okay. I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is, right? And I don't have a smartphone, right? And so I tried my little Google gadget thing for free TV, and it just will not let me. It won't load. I think what it is the military just does not want me having any new kinds of products or things that can do things to monitor, my brain activity or what I'm doing on YouTube or something like that. So I just don't know. I don't think I'm paranoid. I don't think I'm paranoid. I may have to ask Dad. Hey, let's go get me a Google Pixel, and I'll start talking to Gemini, and we'll see what me and Gemini can do. See what we can do. Never, ever, ever would I ever let my sister go out there. I was listening to Mary McKeever today. Holy crapola. Okay. I listened to the African Lion King, and holy mackerel, Andy. That woman, she had some anger in her towards white people, and she's South African, and her family was horrifically abused for years by people that look like me. So I'm definitely empathetic and understanding, like the drunk Navajo on the bus, right? But I always would tell people, just because I look like that asshole doesn't mean I'm that asshole. So you do look like the guy whose face is on that lion that threw babies like me to crocodiles to build monuments to your egotistical insanity and build big rock monuments celebrating your penis. But I'm not going to hold that pharaoh face against you. I'm just going to get up and do like Jesus said, because I'm like Jesus, forgive you 7 times upon infinity. And then I'm going to teach you to live the Lord's Prayer. And I'm going to teach your children to be like me and not like Pharaoh face, right? Okay. Or Stifle Tower, or Great Wall of China, or the Valley of the Dead, or the Valley of the Kings, or the Mayan, No Namor around here. No fantasy football around here. No Wakanda Forever around here. No Avengers, no Justice League, no Holy Hera, nada. No Wonder Woman 1984 around here, y'all. Okay, you know what I mean? Just a faithful person that's a faithful lover, that life's eternal and grace is infinite, so he never quits. Miriam Montalvo, he's like the energizing bunner of love. Andale pues, that's me. Orale. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying it for a long time. Ole muler indena. Ole muler inda. I gotta learn the words to that. I love that song, man. Anybody else love that song? Just like I love como que come on. But I have that. I played it over there for Dad, and he liked it, and I just can't get it out of my head now. Don't you love that song? Dun, 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 dun. Selena's so good. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. We'll see if the little fuckers at NASA will load this one. See if this fits their political, social agenda fucking criterias. Little Peckerwood pussy plantation assholes are all. If they want me to say nice things about them, they'll show up for the Lord's Prayer instead of get on TV and say and do the stupidest fucking things and call it healthcare, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I love you too.